Sorry, my dog is just... One of my dogs is stealing things. Oh, she's just taking her ball back that she'd lent me earlier on in exchange for something else she stole. That's what she does. She'll come in, leave you a ball, and that will be in exchange for something she's stolen.
Oh.
I think the... Yeah, the stream disconnected for a moment. But it should be up and running again in a moment. It's... I don't know quite what happened there.
Hello, Wolfie.
Oh, Wolfie's joined us.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay, well, that was fortuitous timing. As it's your turn.
Awesome timing.
So, what
We're all
would you
just
like to
happy he
do?
narrowly avoided death by spaghetti.
Well,
No,
I need
this
you
is
to
pasta. Pussy pasta. No spag. No spag.
need you to give me a... Okay, the viewer thing has just gone completely nuts.
Oh.
Well, we went
when
from...
I hear Wolfie, I think of the In-Betweeners. Oh my god.
Didn't
Poor
really like
lad.
it. I think I was a bit old for that particular thing when it came.
In-Betweeners had its time. It's no longer funny anymore. Huh.
I passed it by too. Seven Pete love it. They quote it all the time, but
Sorry, I'm just loading the creator dashboard a second, and then Wolfie, as I said, can you give me a perception check and a Constitution saving throw?
Constitution saving. I'll probably need help finding that one. But perception. I get 23. Constitution saving throw. Here we go. A 1. A 2. Okay. Awesome.
Oh.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Well, unfortunately, Wolfie, yeah, you're aware of everything around you, that there is, where to start? There's a crazy guy with dead body, with heads and things attached to him, in a small boat chasing after you. There are two sharks pursuing the boat. There is a dead body in the back of the boat with 4 passed out people around it.
What the hell is going on?
And you're seasick, so your action for this turn is going to be spent beansing up over the side of the boat.
Oh no. Okay. That's annoying.
As opposed to a perfectly rational and level-headed guy with skulls attached to him. Yeah, it's weird that he's so unreasonable.
So there's nothing I can do except just spew up off the deck.
Well, you can attempt to do something else as well, but that's basically what you're doing. Yeah, you just had a bad reaction to the waves.
Can I find anything to get rid of this sickness?
Oh no, you'll be fine after this. Just
Oh,
you
okay
know,
then.
just this one turn. It's just your everyone's just basically waking up, and you've just been more nauseated than anyone else. Probably because of you were transformed when you got on the boat, and now you've transformed back,
uh,
and it's giving you a bit of an icky stomach.
I'm just gonna quickly check if I have a bow and arrow in my inventory. Crossbow. Okay. You said there's a many heads guy coming towards us in the boat.
Well, no, he's keeping pace. He's in a little rowing boat right at the back of this little convoy.
Okay.
But
in
because you
that
got like a
case-
23, you're sort of aware of pretty much everything around you.
Alright.
So you saw him.
I guess I'll just keep an eye on the guy. I don't really do anything else. Viewing up off deck. Goddamn seasickness.
Fortunately, you're close to the edge of it must be something about that side of the boat, because Fernando's over that side. He managed to hold it in, but apparently you didn't. So
Yeah. Damn. I probably ate too much last round.
Just get down with the sickness.
Oh god.
So, well, I believe that would make it something. No, poetry right, Fernando. Ollie, it's your turn. Commodore.
Commodore Richter Godbotherer Jones the Fourth. Okay, so perception.
Yeah.
Do you want me to roll a Constitution saving throw, or
No.
we're taking
You'll
it as read that I've got my sea legs?
Yes. If anything, you know.
Oh God, 6.
Oh dear. Yeah. I think it's because you're at the front of the ship and sort of, front of the boat, and you're just sort of heroically standing there posing, not really paying much attention to anything.
As the Pirates of the Caribbean score swells.
Yeah, in your head. It's anyone who's in the stream, you know, that's basically where he is. He's at the front of the boat. He even kind of looks like he's doing that as well.
So I haven't seen the sharks,
No,
and I've not seen the guy following us either.
no, you
Ah.
are doing your best Jack Sparrow impression at the front of the ship.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. Is there anything I can do for the people who are seasick?
Okay, you could suggest a remedy. You know, come up with your best apocryphal pirate remedy for something.
Should I roll medicine?
No, because it's not actually going to be medicine. Just basically make it up on the spot.
I don't know. What do we have to hand?
Well, you've got grog, and you've got other things. So I'm assuming it's going to be a sip of grog, a sip of something else, and something else. So I'm thinking pinch of gunpowder, drop of grog, and something else.
pinch of gunpowder, drop a grog, and what else to the? What do they? What else do they have? And I
They
don't know.
can't. No. No, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna say the one I originally thought of because that would just be. Well, no, because that's a curse thing. That would be how you poison someone. Having women on board ship. So you know you want to curse someone on your ship. You get them a tankard of grog, bit of gunpowder in it, and then the hair from a woman's head.
Okay, so grog, gunpowder, and I don't know.
Anything. Splinters.
Apples. Pirates like apples. I'll squeeze some
Apple
some
pips.
apple juice in and some apple pips. Yeah.
Feather of an albatross. Yeah, that's the sort of thing. Yeah, Obnoxious has got the idea. Seaweed, fish, bladder, and green sand.
Drop a grog, bit of gunpowder, and some apple pips. That will either settle your stomach or empty it so it's no longer a problem.
Yeah,
Either
basically.
way.
Just to answer Wolfie's question. Where's the Kraken? Just here. Not for now. Oh yeah. Someday. And that's a baby one. That'd be a baby Kraken.
I need a new hat. A really big one.
You had a really big hat, but you had a thoroughly impressive large hat, but the one who took your ship took your big hat.
Yeah. Gotta hunt them down.
Well, yeah, because you want your hat back and your ship.
Wait, locate object, big hat. But obviously, if Tylor hasn't prepared that spell today, but perhaps for the future when he's feeling up to it.
He might be able to locate you a big hat.
Yeah. If he locates my hat, we should find the ship. Or at least someone who knows where it is.
Yes, but the important thing is you'll know where your hat is. You
Yeah.
can't be a captain, let alone a commodore, without your hat. You see water to salt you. Oh, no, not on that side of the boat. Get the water from the other side of the boat. They just beansed up in that side.
Water? No, never touch the stuff. Fish fucking it.
Okay, but I think that's all you wanted to do, wasn't it? Well, that's all you can do.
Yeah.
You're
just
blissfully unaware of everything going on around you.
Yeah.
So-
I'm just too happy to be on the sea again.
Yeah. So, okay, the boats progress onwards. And so we return to Obnoxious's term.
Sorry, I have to leave the room because my kids have zero respect for me. So, all right. So they're busy throwing up. I'm staring at weird sharks. Well, just in preparation, I actually do want to I want to take some time to make some explosive arrows. I want to use let's see, how do I want to do this? What I want to do is take some wax, some slivers of the black stone, some slivers of the silver grass, and in between the two of them, I'm going to put gunpowder so that when it hits, gunpowder will go off and mess up the wax, and the other two ingredients will hit each other. And of course, using my leather scraps that I picked up as little like containment pouches for it all.
Yeah, that would work. Whether you could actually fire that from a range that wouldn't result in you also being injured.
Oh, I'm talking like
Negotiable.
minor, tiny scraps. Because, I mean, well, I did the big ones before, and I know how big that explosion was.
Yeah.
So I've like refined this down to like shavings. I do have a lot of experience blowing things up at this point.
Yeah, I had a horrible feeling you were going to start building arrow-based Davy Crockett's at this rate.
He is our resident demolitions expert, incidentally.
And if anyone doesn't know what the Davy Crockett is, make sure to look it up. It's fascinating. Let's see what... Shall we build a launcher for our new atomic bombs? Yes, but I want the ability to be able to fire it from a jeep. Okay.
It's like a bazooka that can fire
Yes.
a nuclear warhead, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a thing for a jeep, which is basically a nuclear mortar. They did see.
I'm not quite going
They
that
did
far
see
yet.
active service. They were sent in. They were during the Cold War. Several were sent to Europe.
Wait, but then you'd be firing it from the ground.
Yes,
Is that... What
it's
the
called.
hell
It's
kind...
called basically fire and then run.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, could you run far enough?
Theoretically, yes, but it's one of those times where it's like, if I'm going to fire this thing, I want to make sure the engine's running first.
In fact, probably better to start going and then fire out the back of the jeep.
Yeah, because you wouldn't want to like stall it or flood it or get flat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And never
Death
ever
would
do it in
be-
heavy traffic.
Me on the sea waiting for a cameo of Captain Jack Sparrow. No, it's not Captain Jack Sparrow. The person who stole the thing was Captain Black Sparrow. Because remember, there was the note that we left 2 weeks ago in the chest after the robbery. Today was the day you almost caught Captain Black Sparrow.
Oh. They're gonna think it was one guy.
Possibly. Whoever this Captain Black Sparrow is.
We are all Captain Black Sparrow.
See, what I need to do is just find, like, a really good, like, Raven Queen sort of worshipper or something like that. And then just trim its beak back so it's more like a sparrow. And change its weapon to something goofy. And stick a pirate hat on it. Plot twist. Captain Black Sparrow is stone. Oh my goodness. Who isn't here and dead.
and in the underworld and dead.
Sorry, just sorry, it just reminded me of that line about Thingy pretended to be Cleopatra, who's in Egypt and dead. Okay. So Obnoxious is making his potential war crimes.
Oh, I wanted to go back to that real quick. I was thinking about it. We're talking like I'm taking like a piece as small as like a freaking like a piece of ground pepper or something like that, like tiny, tiny, tiny.
Okay.
This way, I can make it like maybe like a, like a stick of dynamite kind of boom rather than a small warhead.
Oh, okay. So you're trying to make, yeah, you're trying to make something usable, not a photon torpedo
Yes.
or an antimatter warhead of any other kind.
Nope. I'm good with not being blown into another realm again.
Yes.
So
And as
just
DM,
consider
I'm
them like a
glad of
stick
that
dynamite,
too,
really.
because that would negatively impact my game. Because I'm pretty sure that following the logic I used for the rest of that realm, if you appeared in that realm now, you'd appear in lava and just die instantly. So please don't.
Well, I'd like to avoid that.
Be like, you get blown up. Everyone roll new characters unless you can fly instantly and for miles.
Incidentally, I do have a backup character.
Oh, me too. I have a different one, but yeah.
Okay, Heroes Night has got some very strange ideas. Whenever I heard the term warhead as a child, I just imagined a missile with an angry face on the front. Halfway between MODOK and Thomas the Tank Engine. I'm loving that idea. I don't know why, but I'm just loving this idea of a missile with a Thomas-style face on it. I mean, it ruined aerodynamics, but still. Who's just there, sitting up in his silo like, I just want to be a really useful missile. At which point the other missiles look at him and go, you mean intercontinental ballistic missile, don't you? Okay. It just doesn't roll off the tongue quite the same. You know, Thomas the really useful ICBM. I'm sure the Reverend Aubrey would really approve of that, given his hatred of diesels, but...
He's literally ballistic.
intercontinentally ballistic.
In honor of such an idea, and to make sure that I can identify these arrows from other ones, I will draw a little smiling,
Smiley face.
angry devil face on them.
Nice.
That's right.
Okay. Well, Tyler, it's your turn after all that madness.
So, guys, have you all eaten today?
I don't suppose we'd have had time, would we?
No. You've all, as I said, you've all just woken up from your rest, so...
You want me to make us all some of them berries again?
If you're up to doing that.
Well, there is
Yeah.
supplies of food on board. The crew did pack food and water for everyone.
Yeah, so we're good.
So...
Do we want to let Shagrack get on the boat, or we should just let him pursue us?
Well, you'd have to ask Richter. He's in charge
I am.
of the boats. You know, Commodore Richter.
So,
You've got a question, Commodore.
Alright. Oh,
Sorry,
bloody-
Commodore.
So, is Tyler pointing out Shagrat to me?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
might
I
want
did
to
that
give him.
last time.
You might want to give him a tap on the shoulder. At the moment, he's blissfully unaware of what's going on, and he's standing at the front of the boat posing.
I told him he was there on my turn.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Sorry, Tyler. I've just realised what you said. Bloody hell, it's Reggie. I mean, Shagras. um,
Soaking in the moment.
yeah. I've been away from the sea for too long, mate. um, uh, I mean, we really can't slow down, but well, we shouldn't slow down. How far from shore are we?
You're at least 12 hours travel.
Ah, okay. I think it's
So
I
he's
think
probably been rowing pretty heavily to catch up.
Yeah.
all right. I think we're far enough out to slow down and let him catch up.
Then we can maybe tie the boats together or something.
Yeah.
I'll prepare a rope. I'll try and set up and prepare a rope to attach the boats together then.
Good man.
Okay. Has anyone got any kind of telescope or anything?
Have I? Let's have a look. I have navigator's tools. That's pretty vague. I mean,
Does that involve a
Toilet
telescope?
paper roll.
it just says
Toilet roll?
Sorry.
No, I said someone got like a toilet roll or something. You know, just
Yeah. I mean, that'd do.
I'm just gonna check the navigators. Navigators tools, because I suspect it's like a. Navigators tools. Well, that's weird. See, I'm seeing. It's coming up saying about the proficiency for navigators tools, but it's not saying what's actually in the navigators tools.
Yeah. I've
15 sets of navigators tools. But what are navigators tools?
It would probably be a sextant, a compass, calipers, a ruler, parchment, ink, and a quill.
Yeah, sounds like a good call. I just thought I'd add a compass, telescope to that.
well.
As that sounds like a natural part of that kit.
Yeah.
Just a small, sort of brassish one. Yeah. So, yeah, that'll be when we get to Richter's turn. No, yeah, when we get to Richter's turn. So, Tyler's getting his rope ready. Fernando, it is your turn.
Hmm. Not really a lot Fernando can do at the moment, so he's just going to lay back and have some breakfast.
There's still the four passed out people in the back.
But Fernando's not that kind of guy.
I didn't mean like that.
I was thinking of making that joke, to be fair.
People are
No,
so
I
rude
checked on
about
I checked
Fernando.
on them at the end of the last game and couldn't figure out what was wrong. So
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot you did try to.
yeah, I did try to and I failed. So
So yeah, I think you're just gonna have some breakfast.
yep.
Wolfie.
I'm also going to make myself
Yeah.
a rum. Take some apple slices and a bit of rum. Spread it
Ooh,
on the apple. Put gunpowder on it and light it, and then eat it.
You're not gonna share?
Well, no, not with you.
That's spicy.
I can handle my spices.
You tried to kill him once.
Did I?
You did try to kill Fernando.
And you can have some rum. I'm just cutting an apple slice, putting gunpowder and rum on it, and lighting it.
Yeah. You know.
Oh, my bad.
Because wait, do I have a cup?
Yeah, I think so.
I assume we have wooden cups. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it a cocktail. I'm gonna try and make an apple sliced rum cocktail with gunpowder garnish.
Wait,
Because
what?
it sounded like a good idea, so I'm gonna try and make it an actual cocktail.
Well,
With
anything to
gunpowder.
distract you from the sea. And anything to distract you from these awful waves.
Well, Rick just said it was his remedy, so I'm making it a cocktail. And maybe it will have the placebo effect.
Well, it could only do one thing worse. Hi Phil. Hi Phil.
With
So.
So yes, that will be Fernando
So
making a cocktail.
Wolfie, it's your turn.
I'm probably gonna do something silly. Lads, do any of you have a fishing rod here? In this boat?
Oh, I left it at home. Sorry.
Anyone else?
Checked my inventory earlier. I thought I had one, but no.
Actually, I'm gonna check mine. But why would I be holding a fishing rod? Soap, bedroll, mesquite, rations, rope, tinderbox. I can't even make one. Can I explore the boat and try and find some bits and bobs to maybe craft a fishing rod?
So a pole, some string or rope.
I think I got rope. Hold on, where did I see it?
Or some sort of hook.
Rope, hempen, 50 feet.
Well, actually, no. You don't necessarily need that. You could do what they call drag fishing, where you just need some sort of hook
Hook.
and the rope.
Okay, I'll explore the boat for some metal or something that can. That's a hook, I guess.
I really hope you're not going to try and like wrench off one of the cleats to use as a hook, because that's not going to work. You just got to talk a pirate out of his hook hand. Well, if so, you're going to investigate to look
Yes.
for that. Okay.
Will that be a perception roll?
No, it'd be an investigation.
Investigation. There you are. Oh, what did I get? A 1 or a 7? That's a 7. So
You got 11. So
11.
well, you found the rope.
Oh, marvelous. I guess that's one off my list. I guess I'll wait for my next turn to try and find a hook or a metal that I can make into a hook. And I need bait, but that'll probably be easy to find as well. My turn. Oh, Discord's playing up again.
Oh yeah, same old with Discord.
That's good.
So, Richter, I believe that makes
Yep.
it your turn. So you might
Alright.
want to do some navigating.
Okay, that would mean I would need a perception check for that, surely.
Yeah, you might want to check what's around with your telescope.
Yeah. Perception then?
Yes, with a bonus because it's your navigation kit, so you get oh yeah.
17.
Okay, you can see you are actually approaching a small island.
Lando!
What'd you call me?
And there's a person sitting on the island.
Do I recognize this person?
No, they look like a giant. Like a young giant.
Right, do they appear hostile?
No, they're drawing.
Oh, okay. I'll turn to the crew. Right, there's land just over there. Only occupant I can see looks like a young giant. Doesn't appear hostile. It looks like he's drawing.
And there's some pigs.
Some pigs.
Yeah. Some pigs. A couple of pigs running around.
I'm thinking we pull the boats in there till we can get our bearings proper and figure out what to do next.
Okay.
We can divvy up the gold when we.
Well, this is going to be your first opportunity to stop anywhere, so.
Yeah.
Okay. Does everyone. Would everyone be happy holding their turn until we get to the island?
Yep.
Yeah.
Everyone else?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So there wasn't anything else that. as you get closer, you realise there's several people sketching and stuff on this island. It seems that it's quite popular with artists. Oh no. Snapped one of my biggies off the... Oh, two of them. There's currently 2 of the 4 piggies. The other 2 fell off their bases, so they will take a moment for me to repair. Actually, I can just put them on without their bases. They can be sleepy piggies, but with their legs looking stiff. So, yes. Okay, so, Obnoxious, can you give me a perception check?
Yes, give me a second.
Yeah, of course.
And refresh. Okay, perception. Okay, it's not doing anything. Hold on, let me close the app. It just did nothing.
Sometimes it loves to do that slow rolling stuff and or just generally playing up.
There we go. 14.
14. Well, you're aware of the pigs and the artists, and that's about it, basically. There's not much. There are 3 artists. That you can see. One's a giant, one's a human, and one is a squirrel.
I immediately don't trust the squirrel.
Well, seeing it's the size of a person.
Hey, Sandy.
Well, a squirrel the size of a person I definitely don't trust.
But it's got a massive bushy tail.
A were-squirrel.
The regular ones are bad enough. Tricky little things. Okay, well, I guess I see them, but we're not really to shore yet, right? So I'm just...
Oh, you're close. You're within 30 meters.
Okay, well, I don't like to get wet, so I will continue working on my arrows and keep my eyes on that untrustworthy squirrel.
Who's also a bard. You can see their instrument.
That's even worse. You're just making it worse. I'm about to row off on my own.
The one person in the world who doesn't like Peapod the squirrel.
Look, once in my past, a squirrel stole my last gold coin, so... Bad blood.
Yes, but do the squirrels hold it? Yeah. Because you know what they say in Rick and Morty, you know, don't fuck with the squirrels, Morty. You fucked with the squirrels.
I remember that now. Yeah, see? Can't trust them.
Yeah. But this one you have no reason to fear. It is the most wholesome of wholesome squirrels. Like my fingers are the most super glued fingers. That sounds weird. Just quickly attaching the pigs to their bases again. So they stand up a little easier for today.
But they fit better on a spit when they're not got bases, you see.
Yes, but I'm not putting them on spits. You players can, you know, that's up to you.
It's been a little while since we've had bacon.
And you know, someone out there might be having hyena meat. As you mentioned before, Wolfie completely forgot about his hyenas and just left them. Don't worry, they won't have starved. They'll have eaten someone's kids.
Jesus.
They'll have gone
No!
feral and eaten someone.
Hyena bacon. Yeah.
Don't you say that, obnoxious. Don't you dare.
Hyena bacon. No, they're not thingies from WoW. You know, they're not quill boars.
I
They'd
wonder if
probably
we
be
could somehow
quill
summon them.
boar bacon would probably be amazing. Because given the size and stuff. But what were we saying? So you're close to the shore, but it looks like Obnoxious doesn't want to like go ashore and get his feet wet, and he wants to continue working on his weapons. So Tyler, it's your turn.
Perception?
Yes, please.
Ugh. 9.
Oh. Well, you can see the islands are there, and that's about it.
Quick, let's get to shore as fast as we can. There's nobody else there.
You can have
Oh,
all the
no,
bacon
it's-
to yourself.
Richter told us about the giant, right?
Yes. But you can't see him.
Can anyone, maybe when we get closer, can any of you guys try and speak into the giant, maybe? See if it's safe to come on, go ashore?
Oh, I don't think I speak giant. Might be Obnoxious's department. He's good with stone people.
Yep. Better than some people are with goblins.
God damn you!
We might not even make it to shore. That's me. I'll just wait, see what happens, see if it's safe for us to go on land. That'll be my turn. Not a
Okay.
lot I can do. I didn't see anything.
That's always the problem when you don't see anything. That is always like the biggest problem when you can't when you fail the perception and like Okay. So, Fernando, perception check, please.
An 11.
Well, you can see the docks and the people on the docks. Well, well, there's people on the docks. You knew that you knew the giant was there from Richter. So, what would you like to do? It's basically two small islands. One is larger than the second. Each has sort of stony outcrops on one end. There is a dock, which is also acts as a bridge between the two islands. The larger of the two islands has a small herd of pigs on. Which would have been chickens, but my chickens, which I bought, fell down the back of the seller's desk, and he only actually sent them out today. Despite the fact I bought them 2 weeks ago. No,
Oh, bloody
a
hell.
month ago. But apparently we're going to get some other random farm animals as well. Yes, he found the package this morning down the back of his desk. I was like, oh, I thought I sent these out. And apologised. So that's why
that's a
Wolfie
bit
hasn't
of
had his
a
chickens
pity.
back yet. Whereas Wolfie's display case has gone all the way back to China. It got all the way to the local town to me, then got handed to the wrong courier, and then got shipped all the way back to China.
Ah,
I was so close to actually finally having those models made, done, and ready to stick in a box and send to him with a nice little display
wait,
box.
what?
The things
You
I've been
actually
promising.
sent me?
I've been promising them for so freaking long that something keeps going wrong. I have lost at least 5 models of freaking Taddy in my room.
I thought you forgot. I've been
No,
waiting so long.
I've given up making Taddy as an independent model or with a little crib. I've just found a model which was carrying a baby. Taddy now has a babysitter.
Oh,
Simply because I've bought 4 or 5 models of the freaking child being held by a human, cut the baby off, and the model disintegrates.
oh no.
So the box is resting over there, the replacement display box. The chickens haven't arrived yet.
Sorry. Oh my god, he's never gonna let this go. Oh, God's sake. Oh, fuck. Oh.
So yeah,
Oh my-
I didn't forget. I have been trying desperately to actually get this done for freaking
Yeah.
ages. It was bad enough finding an original Brunhilde, sort of like the original one. They've stopped making it.
No.
I had to buy one from the States and ship it over, and oh my goodness, for a freaking miniature, they fleeced me on the freaking postage.
God damn it.
Oh well. That part's... I'm just waiting for the extra stuff to actually arrive now.
I'll have to
Oh,
make
well.
a personal shelf, add a little D&D background, and then add all the little figures on it. That'll
Well,
look cool.
the little stand is grass flocked inside, because I flocked it
Yeah.
yesterday.
Hmm.
So it's lovely and green inside. It's clear from all other sides. So the models will look really nice in it. And your werewolf
Yeah.
form has dark green grass, so it always just stands out.
Oh, yes.
After the stream, I'll have to take a picture of what I have got of
Yes,
it.
you would.
But yes, Fernando, what were you actually going to do?
We haven't made it sure yet, have we?
Oh, you're very close. You could literally just jump out and walk to
I'm just gonna
shore.
wait till we make it sure.
Okay, okay. Wolfie, you're close to shore.
Good, good. How close are we to shore?
20
Can I
feet.
push him off the boat? Fuck's sake, oh my god.
You want to push Fernando off the boat?
No, I don't want to push anyone off the boat. Obnoxious wants to push me in the out of the boat.
Oh, okay. I just heard, can I push him off the boat? I was like,
No, I'm not that mean like obnoxious. Who wants to push me out of the boat? Oh my god. Um, uh,
well, you need to give me a
um,
perception check first.
alright, let's. Na, 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 na. I have the 16 plus 6, so 22.
Oh, um, okay.
Fantastic.
Well, you've seen the little islands, you've seen the pigs, you've seen the. There is there is the giant painting, there is the human painting, and there is the little the squirrel bard sort of humming to himself and playing with his instrument.
Okay.
There's a little herd of pigs wandering around, just snuffling around at stuff.
Mm.
But you do pick up something, a very familiar smell.
Oh,
Again.
here we go again. Okay. Is this on the island or the shore that we're heading?
It's coming
Approaching.
from the island.
Right. I'll guess. Low. It's in his drawers. What the hell, obnoxious? I'll guess I'll get off the boat once we made it and investigate that smell. And then push us off the boat. No, I'm joking.
Okay, Richter. The boat is slowly moving towards shore. Was there anything you wanted to do? Any orders?
Let's see. Well. All right. We'll weigh anchor.
Well, I'll have the boat move during your turn as you're the captain, so.
Right. Weigh anchor. Everyone who
Yeah.
wants to get off the water can do. We'll take stock of our situation here for now. We should probably, like, everyone's here, right? All, like, 20 odd of us.
The other two boats are a little bit further back, but they'll be there in a turn or two. They're just. One is on one of the other islands, and the other is heading to the same island as you, but it's still a little bit further out.
Okay, so, right, we've just come across on the island. Coming up to the island.
So yeah, if you can give me a perception check.
Will do. 10.
Well, you've seen the island and the pigs. So, food. Fresh food.
Yeah.
The one downside of being at sea.
Yeah. But, okay, I'll wait for the other boats to catch up and instruct them to wait for Shagrat. Or how have I got his name right? Shagrat? How do you pronounce that?
Shag-a-rat.
Shagarat.
It's an old orc name.
We'll wait for him. When the others get there, we'll get to divvying up the spoils. of the heist. I did it for the morale of the men, really. They'd been through a lot. But also, like, who's actually harmed from us stealing that chest full of gold? I mean, surely we can do more with it. Yeah. So that'll have to be in a turn or two. We'll settle up with the gold and everything. But in the meantime, let's see, what can I do here? I'll use divine sense to detect any good or evil around, just to make sure we're safe. Within 60 feet.
Yeah.
So do I sense anything?
Yes. Yes. You detect a huge amount of good energy coming from the one of the painters.
Oh, that's nice. That's a refreshing change. Okay. Well, how close am I to these painters? Like, am I within speaking distance?
Yeah, you're only about 20 feet away, and you haven't moved,
Yeah.
so yeah, you could move closer and.
Right. I'll signal to the others to dock their boats and then approach the painters and introduce myself. Well met, friends. My name is Richter. Where is this? Can I ask, where are we?
The sort of leader of the group says, well, this little island is, well, it can be pretty much anywhere I wish it to be. So, so to tell you where it is wouldn't really help you much.
I see.
Sorry
Oh
about
Lord,
the
he's-
accidental Dutch angle.
He's speaking in riddles. Would we find a concentration of people anywhere on this island? Is this is there a town or a city anywhere, or is this just an island?
Um, ooh. Still getting used to this. There we go. That was what I wanted. So I think that's where the action's going to be centered for a while. And then I went and moved the thing and ruined it.
Right.
There we go. Much better.
Like, while I'm waiting for the others to get here, I might as well talk to these people, see if I can figure out what kind of island we're on.
Well, like I said, you're on my island. And so long as As long as you don't plan on doing anything like you did on the mainland, you shouldn't have any problems here. We're a little happy little community.
How much does this guy know? Have I seen this person before in any way?
No,
What do you know of me, sir?
oh, everything.
That was a very definitive answer, and yet leaves me with just as many questions.
Well, I know that, like a lot of people, you're just looking for your friends, and we all need those. We all need a little group of friends.
I was lucky enough to find a lot of them, but the search continues. Yeah. How is it you've come to know of me and my friends?
Oh, just helping a young lady.
Helping a young
She
lady.
was looking for her family, and we all need a little help sometimes.
This young lady, would I know her?
Oh no, you've not met.
Ah,
She was one of life's little happy little accidents.
is there any way I can try and figure out who this guy is?
No, you wouldn't be able to figure it out. He's just a
I guess I wouldn't have the knowledge to piece it together anyway.
no. He's just a minor divine being who's just generally helping people out, like he said. That's why you're getting that good feeling from him. He's just very wholesome and sort of.
Oh, what was the name of that character with the tap in his chest that you played? The one that's my patron deity now.
Oh, Kai.
Kai.
Yeah, Kai.
I'll ask you. Would you happen to know a man going by the name of Kai?
Well, he's not someone I tend to hang around with, but as death gods go, he's harmless enough.
So from that, I pretty much guessed that this guy is a god of some sort. I mean, I probably would have been able to intuit that as a paladin anyway, but right. So I'm gonna stop trying to figure out this guy's angle. He's a god. I wouldn't get it anyway. I hope it's not. I hope it's not an imposition on you that we make a stop on your island just to figure out our next move.
Oh no. My island's only here until you leave. We're just here to reunite a family. Me and my little friend Peapod here. We're just here to, like I said, just to reunite a family, and then we'll be on our way. Once you leave.
May I ask what it is you're painting? Because I imagine that's going to be important.
Well, what sort of things would you like me to paint? How about a couple of trees? Do you think my island needs a few little trees? Some happy little
Well,
trees?
I dare say you're the artist.
Yeah, a bit of Viridian green and Well, let's do that. Let's give my island a little tree.
Does a tree just sort of sprout up?
Yes. But every tree needs a friend.
Got a friend in me.
How is it I keep running into gods?
So yeah. There's your tree. And his little friend, another tree.
Well,
As he talks to you, the squirrel looks at him and sort of chitters, so- and sort of gestures towards a watch. I'm sorry,
Right,
but
well,
yes, we need to keep going with our work. Just make sure that you don't leave the girl here. You know, she needs to go
Leave
with
the-
you.
I don't understand.
Oh, don't worry. You'll realize what's going on soon enough.
Well, thank you for entertaining my friends and I. I'll leave you to it, and I'll go back to the shore and start signaling the boats again to kill him.
Oh, and just in case, you know. And he starts sort of cleaning his brush. He goes, "Oh, make sure to take a step back. I wouldn't want you to get any paint thinner on you." As he starts cleaning his brush, and a little bit of paint thinner gets flicked all over the place, just beating the devil out of it. As he sort of chuckles to himself.
I'm guessing that paint thinner would be a little more corrosive than your garden variety kind. Yeah, well, okay, I'll politely step back and signal the boats, and that'll be my turn, I think.
Okay. So, Obnoxious. You're now at the
Yes.
shoreline.
How much of that conversation was I privy to?
Not a huge amount. Well, you probably overheard some of it because you're not that far
'Cause-
away, and
Well, I would have immediately recognized that type of banter because I avoid it like the plague. So I don't even want to go to shore at this point because I don't want anything to do with some other god. that's up to whatever they're up to, even if their presence is positive, which I should pick up on with the half elf side, right? A little bit at least.
oh yeah, this is like very, very palpable.
So I'm not sure exactly what I want to do. I don't really know if I want to go to shore because I don't trust. And also seeing the trees pop up, I know there's divinity regardless, one way or the other. So I don't know if I have any business up there other than stretching my legs. You could push Wolfie off the boat.
What is there everyone
Don't
trying to...
do that.
Oh, I did have something though. I wanted to ask actually, I guess since it's my turn. I wanted to ask Tyler if I mean everybody did the reset or whatever, but if he's able to talk to the sharks or at least figure out why they're following us, since he could talk to animals.
Yeah, I can do that. Even without using a spell, it's part of my natural furbolgness.
Sweet, even better. So yeah, I'll busy myself talking with Tyler about finding out what the heck these sharks are up to.
Okay.
Would you like me to ask them? Oh, why they're pursuing us? Yeah, you just said that.
So, yep, that's my turn.
Okay, so it's now Tyler's turn. So you're going to attempt to talk to the sharks.
Yeah, I assume sharks are classed as beasts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So do I need to stick my head under the water to do this, or? I'll do it if I have to.
You might have to, because I would assume that shark language, any kind of the way you speak, I suppose, is like a magical way of copying their language, or a way of.
Yeah. So part of my thing is that they can understand my speech and I can decipher their noises and motions.
So yeah,
I'll
it would you would need to be
submerged.
Yeah, because otherwise it would
At least
sound
my head.
different.
Yeah. Could someone just grab my belt or something? Make sure I don't fall in. Or
I can do that since it was my idea to get this initiated anyway. I'll hold you on to you so you don't fall in.
appreciate it. Yeah. So then I'll lean over and stick my head under water and ask these sharks why they're following us.
What you get, the reply you get back is not what you were expecting. You get a elvish voice.
Which I
back.
understand.
Sorry?
I speak Elvish, so I can understand.
It's a very peculiar dialect of Elvish, one you're not hugely familiar with. No, what I mean is, you understand it, but it's like a weird accent.
Yeah.
Like, as you hear a very harsh toned, because we told them to. So I guess it's time for us to be known. At which point, the sharks emerge from the water.
I pull my head out. And I'll relay what they just said and point them out. If I have time.
One of the sharks is just a very large ocean predator. Second, on the other hand, has two elves on top of it.
Every time that camera moves, it's like a 90s rock video.
Yeah, I'm not used to getting this camera right, and every time I do, I accidentally twist it the wrong way.
I'm just saying, it's hilarious to watch because it's like one of those like, you know, earlier like rock videos where everything's like blurry and coming in and out of focus and all over the place, like you're headbanging or something.
I should have just done this and just held it. It's just so much easier. So yeah, basically, the first, as I said, is just a shark. The second has a crew with a weapon, a large vehicle-mounted crossbow. Well, harpoon launcher.
Yep, that's it. I pull my head out and point them out and say everything that they just said. The sharks were told to follow us, and I think some of them are elves, or being ridden by elves. They do have weapons.
Large weapons. Was there some reason why you wanted to speak to us? Our quarrel is not with you, Druid.
I guess you could just say I'm the messenger boy.
Well, that depends. Who are
But
you
if you have a
wanting?
quarrel with one of my... Go on.
Well, that depends. We have a quarrel with the undead. And one of your crew, one of your associates, used to master a ship which is now controlled by the undead. This blasphemy of life and death, we cannot stand it travelling around our seas. So we hunt it, and we hunt anyone associated with it. And your captain here, we believe, is the same one who captained that ship in the past.
I can't speak for what he did in the past, but I know now who he's become, and he's a admirable person. So if you have a quarrel with him, you have a quarrel with me, and all of us. And it does sound like this is the same boat that we intend to reclaim.
Reclaim? Your crewman is not the master of that ship anymore?
He will be again soon. But no, he is currently not.
Does he know where it berths?
We're working on that.
We can direct you to where it's berthed currently.
What you ask for in exchange.
We seek the death of its crew, its captain, and the foul beasts on board. Other than that, we don't care. We just want it gone from our waters forever.
You want to clear the undead crew, just to be clear.
Yes.
Not the living ones. Okay. Then we
No
don't have
problem with the living. You may be a nuisance. We're
the solution.
You may wear us down and annoy us, but what they bring to the sea is filth. heathen
that-
magics.
On that we can agree on.
We thought you would agree. Take our proposal to your captain and then tell us his reaction. If you agree, then we will do what we can to assist you. We know of a ship several days' travel from here, where you may be able to even the odds.
Do you not wish to speak to him yourself?
No. Me and my kind do not like to walk on land. Unless we have to.
And if I were to bring him back to you?
Then we could discuss it. If he really seeks an audience with us, we are not opposed.
Very well. Let's go to shore, guys.
Okay, so was that all you wanted to do this turn?
That was quite a bit. So yeah,
it was quite a bit, yeah. Okay, so let's move on to Fernando. The girls are starting to wake up. Oh. Fernando?
Yep, they're starting to wake up.
Yeah. So, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna wait to see if, for them to wake up properly. I'm gonna bring them some food.
The first one to wake up is the dwarf, the sort of hardier of the ones. She looks at you. Fernando?
Yes, see,
Wow.
it is Fernando. We
Where
are on
are
an
we?
island in the middle of the ocean.
Sounds like a start of a bad joke. How did we get here?
We sailed here.
Why? What's going on? Last thing I know, we're being attacked by werewolf hunters. Then suddenly, everything went black. One of the others wakes up and goes. All four of them then realise what is resting at their feet and they scream. That would explain it.
Unfortunately, the best I could do is to retrieve the body.
Forgive us, Fernando. We do not blame you. Thank you for doing this. Seeing her lying like this, it's like they say, feel a part of yourself die.
Yes, unfortunately, it is better she is here with us than with those hunters.
Yes, you are correct. They would have shown no regard for her at all. Not even sure how they found us or why they were looking.
Well, let's just say they do not show regard for anything anymore.
Well, it looks like they died. Well, did they die in the same time? None of them survived the. None of them survived the crash.
Did any of them survive? I can't remember.
No, none of them survived.
Yeah.
Jim did bring one back so that Wolfie got the opportunity to murder one of them, but
Oh, yeah. Fortunately for them, no. They did not survive.
and Newt, was he alright?
He's he's on the boat as well. He is stolen.
Oh yeah, because Wolfie went like full Hulk mode, didn't he?
Yes.
But if that happened then, why did we awaken now? What's special about this island?
I cannot say. The captain was just finding out.
Well, till then, I suppose we'll have to settle for breakfast. And thank you again, Fernando. A gentleman as always.
Yeah, of course. See, now I will leave you to enjoy a meal, and I am going to go and find out what is happening on the island.
Okay. So you're gonna head ashore?
Yes.
Okay. As you step onto the island, you feel a very strange energy about the place. And you see that on the docks there are, well, there's little pigs running around. And on the docks there is a bard, well, a squirrel who's a bard with a large sort of guitar-like instrument. There is a human painting, and there is a half-giant girl sitting on a tree stump, who's also drawing. As you approach, the man in the centre of the docks turns to you and goes, "Ah,
No, I wasn't going to I wasn't going to approach. That's too weird.
greetings, Fernando."
Oh, I'm not going over there. That's too weird. I'm getting back on the boat. Fernando has had his share of had too much weirdness since he met these people.
I think it's because there's a squirrel with a musical instrument. It's like that's beyond everyone's level of weirdness.
That is where Fernando draws the line.
No, Fernando just
Fernando does not draw the line easily, but when he does, it involves a squirrel with a guitar.
yeah. Honestly, that's actually not that weird. But Fernando's just looking around for his crew at the moment.
Well, can you give me a perception check?
16.
That's enough. The girl looks familiar.
What, the giant?
Hmm.
Where have I seen her before?
You've not seen her, but you can see the familial connection to the four on the boat. Same sort of facial structure. Same hair. Same eye color. This is clearly a sister of theirs. Oh, I wish... I'm never trusting an Epidemic Sound playlist again. I find one song that actually sounds like a decent sort of thing, and then the next thing I get is elevator music.
Fernandez can stroll up. Ah, my lovely little lady. Are you any relation? I'm gonna look back at the boat and gesture to the ladies with my eyes.
Um, she seems a lot younger than them, despite being taller. She seems confused. I don't know. I just woke up here. But I know you, don't I? Fernando.
Yes, the one and only.
We met a long time ago. Or maybe it hasn't been that long. I don't know. But I haven't seen you in years. How can you be here? This makes... Oh, I don't understand. This makes my head hurt. She seems honestly perplexed by where she is.
So you do not know how you found yourself here?
No. I just get snippets faces. I remember you fighting someone who looks like you. I remember a woman with feathers on her shoulders. There was a monster. No, there was two monsters. One had wings, the other bald and ugly. They tried to kill your lady, and the other, Fernando, tried to stop you. And you defeated them. I don't remember how, but I remember you standing over them. You cast them down. But I don't understand this. This doesn't make any sense.
I would not worry. It makes perfect sense to Fernando. Well, I believe you have a gift, and you see time differently from how we would perceive it.
No,
You can
no,
see.
no. I'm no seer. I'm not a seer. I'm not seeing things. I'm not seeing things in the future. These are things I remember. Snippets of things. Things I can't possibly remember. It doesn't make any sense. She's
Well,
tried to
I
she's
wouldn't
tried
let
to
it-
draw some of it,
Mm.
and it's a terrible likeness of Fernando fighting another Fernando. Behind him there is a tall woman with raven black feathers on her shoulders, very pale skin, and in front of Fernando there are three bodies. There is the other Fernando. There is a Fernando with a purple coat and two beings. One clearly demonic, the other kind of like a human with facial disfigurement. But, well, depends on what you want to do.
I'm not going to do anything for the moment. I'm just going to look at the art.
The picture, the other two do look familiar to you. Even with it being a childlike drawing, their resemblance to the resemblance is pretty good to things you know.
To what?
It's clearly, if if I pronounce this right. It's clearly Orcus and what's the other guy's name? The name's popped out of my head. The Lord of the Undead. The two that are the rivals of the Raven Queen who seek to usurp her power. He was in Stranger Things.
Vecna.
Vecna. Yeah.
The Lich King.
Yeah. I just couldn't think of his name. I kept thinking it started with NN. But it was like, no. I did watch those videos you suggested.
Yes. Orkness and Vecna.
Mm.
Who are the most powerful deities in existence.
Was that all you wanted to do?
Yeah, for now.
Yeah. Oh, camera's sunk. So, Wolfie, what would you like to do?
I get to investigate that smell I sensed earlier.
So you're going to head over towards the docks?
Yes, if that's where it's leading me.
Yep, that is where it's leading you.
I'm guessing a perception check or investigation. To look around the
Perception
area?
check. It's a smell-based perception check.
Interesting. Oh, 7 plus 6, 13. At least it's not all wrong.
You can tell that well, actually, you get a bonus on smell-based checks, so you actually got higher than that. Or is it advantage?
No,
But
the Ring Bandit.
well, basically,
Hmm.
the girl on the dock smells like. Oh, I just knocked. Oh. The hill's too steep for you. I had to stand in the waterline. So basically, you realise that the one at the dock smells exactly the same as the 4 that are on the boat. Well, 5 that are on the boat. They're clearly related.
So I'm guessing another wolf being.
Well, as I said, this person seems to be part giant.
Oh,
hi, Jack.
okay. Oh, okay. Part giant. Oh. I'll guess I'll keep investigating. Try and find this fellow half giant.
You want to do what?
Try and find this half giant. Well, whatever I'm sensing, smelling.
Oh no, she's literally right in front of you.
Oh, right, okay.
You can tell because
Um,
if she stood up, she would be about 7 foot.
right. How should I approach this?
Hello, Tyler.
And you're saying it was a female.
Yeah, she's young,
Alright,
early teens.
okay. Teens. Well, hello there. What are you doing all alone in this, uh, uh island?
She looks at you, startled. You?
Oh, don't be afraid.
You?
You know my name?
I. Yes.
I'm sorry, have we met before? Uh,
Uh. Yes. 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 I remember. I remember. We met. Um. I remember meeting you a long time ago.
okay.
But it doesn't make any sense. I remember you older.
Okay,
You don't have anywhere near as much grey in your beard as I remember.
uh, um, do you remember anything else? How did you get here? Are you on a quest?
No, I woke up here. I don't know how I got here.
Oh, perhaps you would like to follow me back, get you something to eat and drink. You're probably hungry and thirsty. And we can talk more of what you have told me.
I don't know how much I can tell you. I don't remember much. My
Well,
mind
I'm
is
sure
fragmented.
you'll remember something. Augmented?
Pieces missing. Huge pieces. I remember little bits. Little bits of school. The face of my mother, my father. But at different points, the points seem wrong. I remember times
What?
when I'm younger,
Oh, this is
but
getting
no,
weird.
times when I'm older. And yet,
What was
I
your
remember being
mother's
different.
name? Hmm.
I don't know her name.
Oh, God. Okay.
But she wasn't a giant.
Oh. And what exactly are you,
I don't
if you
know.
remember?
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, perhaps you should follow me and we'll give you some food and grub and get you hydrated. You must be starving.
Okay. So are you going to take her back to the boat?
Yep,
Okay.
this is really freaky.
Anybody notice that I entered the VC?
Yes.
Of course,
Not
of
until
course.
So I said the ring bandits here.
Oh,
Oh, that's pretty what you
I'm not the ring bandit. I'm the one the ring bandit has stolen from.
As you get back to the boat,
Jim appears.
the other three, well, the other four, look at you. Look at her, startled. How? What? Are you? Are we
I
sisters?
forgot to ask her name.
And she and they all sort of nod, but they all seem confused. How can you be here?
What's the problem? Do you recognize them?
No, they seem familiar, but I don't remember them. I've only been here for about a day.
A day, okay. That's something. I'll approach the others and ask them the same if they recognize her as well.
Unfortunately, they sort of look at you and go, unfortunately, Newt, we don't recognize her, but we know that we're related. She is the missing piece.
What is this missing piece both of you are talking about?
We don't know
It is
fully.
not.
There was an accident.
An accident? Hmm. What can I do? Madam, I forgot. What? Do you remember your name?
Which one are you asking?
The one that was stranded on the island.
Um, hold on. I just need to. No, that's not what I needed. Which one are you asking? Oh, the girl, the
Brought with me to the boat for food and drink.
um. The painter gave me a name.
Okay.
I don't remember, but he said I reminded him of. Oh, no, I can't actually use that name. called me Ebony.
Ebony. Okay. Do you remember where this painter went after that?
The one who's on the docks.
Oh, he's over there. Okay. Okay. You just grab something to eat and drink, and I'll be right with you. I'm just gonna speak to this gentleman.
Of course. Okay. Well, as you're heading back over there, I believe it's Richter's turn. And he's also over there.
Okay. Right. So, right. Did Tyler call me back over to talk to these,
Yeah.
sea elves? Right,
Oh.
so... To the shark riders,
Yeah.
which is just like... The sound of that, aesthetically, is just one of the most metal things ever. Shark riders. Okay, so I'll walk over back to the shore, get on a boat. It's like, sorry, Tyler, did you signal me over here?
Apparently so. I didn't think I was going to do it on my next turn, but yeah, yes,
Oh,
yes, I
I
did.
thought you did it already.
No, no.
Oh,
We can say I did. It's fine.
sorry, my fault on that one. I may have phoned up. Okay, what
I tried to talk to them. Turns out some of them are druids, and they're hunting for your boat slash crew. They're apparently. Did we know that they were undead already or not? I'll say that anyway. They're undead.
undead, you say?
Yeah.
And I'll turn to. Are there any? Can I see them?
Well, which ones? The sea elves?
Yeah. Can I?
Yeah,
are
they're
they
still
above the
there. They're
water right
waiting
now?
to speak to you.
Are these my undead or someone else's?
Somebody else.
Someone else's. But
Okay.
you wouldn't know that either.
Something I can help you with. Like no. So you know where my ship is?
We know roundabouts where it berths. Are you... Well, and we also know you. Richter, the former master of that vessel. We seek to end its travels around the region.
That might be a problem because you see, I plan to reclaim that ship, and well, I would probably need to use it after that point.
Well, do you plan on maintaining its crew of diseased, decaying bags of flesh that masquerade as men?
Hey, don't call Polearm Pete that. He tries very hard.
Polearm Pete? He is one of
No.
your living crew.
Are you telling me that my ship is currently crewed by the undead?
Yes,
That's what Tyler said.
all but one.
And who is this one?
A female. She bewitches all she meets. I believe at some stage you were even under her sway. But she betrayed you.
I
She
guess you might
betrayed
call it
you for another man. And then she tore out his heart and made him undead, so that she could control him forever.
So what you're telling me is you want me to, shall we say, neutralize this person, clear the undead out? Is that what you would have of me?
Yes.
Well, then it seems like we have a common purpose.
Seems to me, Ollie, you got the lucky half of the deal. She didn't tear out your heart and make you undead.
Not yet.
Well, she should have thought. Well, she should have thought ahead before severely pissing off a paladin that would come into possession of 2 maces of smiting, which I'm now like swirling around. Which way did it go? Which way did they go? I'm kind of spoiling for a fight right now.
Right now, I'm just imagining you with a whole. Imagining if she had done that, you'd probably end up saying, "Stop pulling holes in my chest."
Well,
Stop
first,
punching holes in my chest.
you think that you would stand a chance attacking your old vessel in rickety fishing boats?
Aye, that's a point. That is a bit of a drawback. But I think we could probably work something out.
Me and my
It's a shame somebody
kin
doesn't-
are not
some-
going to risk ourselves for you.
I would not ask you to.
It's a shame someone who also doesn't command the dead isn't with you, isn't it?
I think I'd probably have reservations if I knew about that. I mean, when I... Let's see. Right, it's just gonna... Now, come on, there's a way to do this. It's just a problem of figuring out the correct approach. If we can boost 1 million gold out of a stadium right under the guards' noses, I think we can sneak back to my ship.
Well, that is up to you. We simply want this dealt with. If you can deal with it,
Tell
then
me
the
where
ship
the
is
ship
yours.
makes berth. Tell me where the ship makes berth, and you can consider it done.
They berth 3 days east of here.
3 days east of here. Well, will I know the port when I see it?
Possibly. Depends on how much modification they've done since our last raid.
So sail east for 3 days. That's all I have to
Yes.
do. All right.
Sail east 3
Well-
days and you will find the island where their port is. How you get
Well,
the ship
thank
away
you.
from them is up to you.
Oh, don't worry. I'll find a way.
Just be aware of the danger. There are fouler things in the sea than the sharks we ride.
Don't I know it? Right. Well, thank you for your help. Once my crew is ready to leave, we will make our way there with all haste and all
Well-
appropriate discretion. I think stealth is going to be the thing to do here.
Either that or you should secure yourself another vessel.
Yeah, that's the point. We could do that. Certainly. I don't suppose. No, this is a magic island that is only here because we are. I don't suppose there's anywhere here we could buy a ship.
You don't know until you ask.
Well, we have options. I'll figure out what to do. Thanks very much for your help. Okay, we have a heading. Right. I'll incline my head courteously to the sea elves as I walk back off the ship and call for the crew and everyone to gather around.
Okay, so after your turn, the sea elves depart. Their mission completed.
Oh, sorry, I know it's not my turn, but before they go, can I just ask them if they could tell us of where that... Because they said to me about being a boat somewhere to even the odds. Could they tell us where that is? Before they go, please.
While you're heading east, there are various wrecks along the route. Things beached by foul beasts. Whether they're still there or not by the time you get there, we do not keep track of these surface vessels. We have no interest in those. We've told you all we can.
Thank you.
So, I suppose that would mean MacGyvering a ship from the wrecks along the way would be an option.
Yeah. The other crew finally gets to shore, now that the sharks aren't in the way. And the little guy who had taken control of Jim's boat as Jim had vanished.
I waved to him and said, "You coming then?"
Well, it depends where you're going, Captain.
I'll huddle around with the crew and, okay, so our sea elf friends tell me that our old ship is 3 days due east of here. It's crewed by the undead and do we have a name for this character?
Well, it's whoever your first mate was. And your character's former lover. Before she decided you
That'd
were...
be Bill Bilge Pump Jim.
Sonya Blade.
Bilge Pump Annie. You don't want to know what she does with her bilge pump.
Okay. Let's name this character. What should we call her? Well, I was
Well, would some appearance would knowing her appearance help?
It might.
Okay, I can do that because I've already painted her.
Oh, cool.
I've had the week off, so you know I've been catching up on everything. So your undead crew and stuff are already painted.
Oh, very good.
Super.
Oh, there she is. Hold on. If you're on the stream, she'll be appearing on thing in just a second once I find the guy with the big hat. There he is. Okay, I'll put the close-up cam on them. There they are.
Wait
Yeah.
for the stream to catch up.
They have very impressive hats. Very impressive coats. She definitely stole your jacket.
Yeah.
He stole your hat.
Right.
But yeah, she's a necromancer. So if you've got any ideas for names, there they are.
Uh, we could just call her Black Betty, because that's funny. It's a song.
Yes, my dad plays that song pretty much all the time.
Would it annoy you if I called her Black Betty?
No.
Shall he be Captain Black Sparrow?
He's got to be Bam Badam.
Pamela.
Black Betty, Bam Badam.
As a necromancer myself, I'm thinking of calling her Amateur.
Amateur.
Oh,
Right. Yeah, but Black Sparrow is the mythical pirate that, or the mythical super thief that stole the takings from that Blitz Bowl game.
Does he also
Could
have
be-
a ship called, does he also have a ship called the Jack Pearl?
Possibly. Nobody knows anything about Captain Black Sparrow. We are all Captain Black Sparrow. Necrophilia. No! Ophelia!
Let's not do
Brilliant! We'll call her Ophelia. Ophelia. Oh god, we've got to give her a pun last name now. Ophelia what?
Well, just say the name that I said there, just faster.
Necrophilia. Yeah. That could be a nickname, but if her first name is Ophelia, what's a funny last name?
Ophelia Broadchest.
Why not? Ophelia Broadchest.
Ophelia Broadside.
Yes, brilliant. Ophelia Broadside.
Oh, that's better. Yeah.
See, Fernando knows.
It's because Fernando likes the broadside more than the broad chest.
Okay, so my former first mate and lover, Ophelia Broadside, has taken our right. So I've gathered the crew around. Right, lads. I've got some news. It will be difficult to hear, but you probably already know it. Ophelia's resurrected some of who I assume were our former crewmates to serve as an undead crew on our ship. I can't leave them like that. And I want my ship back. So we're gonna go and take it back. I'm not asking anyone who wouldn't to come with me, but that's where I'm going.
I probably would have said, I want my ship back, and I guess I also got to get save the crew as well.
Well, at this point it's putting the undead corpses of the former crew out of their misery more than saving them. As a paladin, I'd probably think along those lines.
Maybe they like being undead. I mean, Brooke never complains.
Is he technically undead, though?
Yes.
I mean, I think there's an argument either way, but he retained his sentience. There is an argument that he's not so much undead as he is still alive.
Well, the Forsaken from World of Warcraft retain their sentience.
No, they technically didn't. They reclaimed it.
So Well, they have it then.
Well,
what
yeah,
I mean.
but they had to get it back from Arthur's.
Glitch.
Right.
Yeah, yes, I know. I played Frozen Throne. The point is, what I meant is they've got it. They have their sentence.
Right. Well, so we'll divvy up the takings and the gold from the heist here, and then I'm going to get back my ship. Come along if you're coming along. If not, good life to you.
I hate the Forsaken litters.
So, didn't we say about 48.5 or something thousand gold each? For,
Oh,
It
if you were going to give an even share to your entire crew.
yeah. Well, what I was thinking was my crew before I joined up would have had a rule that they give um well I'd say they give 5% of their takings to a charitable cause of their choice, and another 5% for the upkeep and outfitting of the ship and the crew. But I'm not going to impose that. I'm not going to expect anyone in the party to do that because they didn't sign up for my crew beforehand and wouldn't have known that rule. I'm considering, for the purpose of paying them their share, like they would be hired mercenaries. Yeah. Not that I don't consider them part of the crew, but I wouldn't hold them to a rule that they didn't agree to. But I am making sure Fernando gets 50k if I have to go out of pocket a bit, because that was what he was promised, and he had nothing to do with it until he did. And then, it's a victimless crime. The audience gets the show they paid to see. Fernando still gets paid for his halftime show. The only one who's anyway out of pocket is the owner of the league, who won't miss that money anyway. So, victimless crime. Well, more or less.
More or less a victimless crime.
Yeah.
Well,
And we can do a lot more good with that money than he was going to do.
well, you'll need to give them a little bit of time to think about it. And while
Yeah.
you're doing that, we will crack on with Obnoxious's next turn.
Well, I don't really have anything to do. I mean, we're getting back on the boats and heading off for more adventure, right? I guess How many arrows would I have made out of what I was doing?
How many arrows did you? How many?
Well, I have an entire, like, half a brick of the stone and the shavings of silvergrass. I have an entire tinderbox full.
Well, you haven't got that much of the tinder grass because by now it would have started wilting.
I would have thought magic grass had a longer staying power.
It has been a while.
Yeah, I guess I've got some dried stuff. Maybe it's less. Maybe
So
that's the way it becomes less explosive.
Yeah. I guess say you've, because as I said, you had to file them down quite a lot. I'm gonna say 8.
Okay. So that's how many I've made so far, or that's as many as I can make?
That's as many as you can make. The process is slow because you have to be very, very careful.
Okay.
Given the nature of the material, and also the fact that you're on a boat. You know,
Yeah.
you're not gonna want to. You know, you suddenly end up at sea. You know, you're messed up at that point.
Okay, then I'll inspect my glyph book and see if I can find anything interesting there. I'm looking specifically for glyphs like something that might induce fear or confusion, normal rogue stuff for their arrows. So, like an investigation of my glyph book?
Yes.
22.
Oh, what were you actually looking for? No, for like a.
I was looking specifically for like a glyph of fear would be something that I would be more interested in. Something I can put on the arrows so that if I hit something, I can make it, I don't know, whatever the fear effect is, run away for a little while or something.
There's nothing
Even
you
if it's like
find
a
that would have.
lesser.
There's nothing you would find. There's nothing you find that would work in that sort of way immediately.
Okay.
Because of the problem with the glyphs are they're you put them on something and then sort of they're supposed to be used more like a warding thing. If it's on something as small as an arrow, they can just sort of kick it away. It doesn't have that same permanence that you would need.
So not like the same as the one I etch on my armor for avoiding poison.
No, your armor it works because, as I said, your armor the poison doesn't try and just move your armor out of the way. If there was an arrow on the floor which was making people scared, they could just kick it away because it's still just an arrow.
Oh, I was thinking more of like once it implanted in them. Not so much like an area of effect type thing as much as a specific targeting is what I was looking for.
No, it's not really designed for that. I think there's poisons and stuff that will do that, but not so much glyphs.
All right. Then I guess if I find something related to fear that's for warding, I'll take that. If it wards against it, I'll.
It's the sort of thing you would find on like spooky tomb entrances. You know, like stay away, the curse of blah 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 upon any who enter here. Sort of thing. Yeah, would
I want
be
the
sort of
curse of
combined
whatever
with.
will affect it.
Yeah, because
Okay,
then they
fine.
can't just ignore it and push it away or something, or sort of it's got to have something to work with it to sort of. That's why you tend to find that things that use fear effects tend to also look scary as well.
Okay. So I didn't find anything interesting then, or I did find something, just have to use it differently.
You didn't find anything of use for what you were looking for.
Okay. I'll go back to, I don't know, sniffing around in my bag for something interesting. Kind of upset those elves left because I was going to see what weapons they had and see if I could trade them something. I have these funny silver arrows I don't have a whole lot to do with.
Tyler, what would you like to do now?
Good question. Captain, is there anything we need off the... Oh, Commodore, sorry. Anything we could maybe quickly salvage off the island, or are we making a beeline straight there?
Hold on, we have a. There is a god here who planted trees. Perhaps I could ask him to paint us a ship.
Okay.
I just can't believe I didn't think of that.
Wow, they could actually do that?
From what I've seen, they might be able to.
Hell, let's go and ask.
Those couple of trees over there, they weren't there until they painted them.
I'll wait for Victor to head off and go ask them to paint us a boat.
Okay, anyone who's from the UK at this point, who's over the age of 30, is probably thinking to themselves, or at the very least, if they're not humming it or thinking of it, then for shame on them, because at this point, the first thing that popped into my head was Penny Crayon.
Oh Lord, that's a deep cut.
Well, it could be worse. It could be the family Ness.
Yeah, that's me. I'll just wait for Victor to head off and follow him.
Okay. Fernando, what would you like to do?
Well, Wolfie took the giant lady I was talking to.
Yeah, he's just brought her back
Away.
to the boat. To give her something to eat, to see if that would help her.
And it looks
So-
like it looks like Richter's going over to Bob Ross.
It's right,
We
that-
could just paint.
it's taken 2 hours for someone to actually call Bob Ross Bob Ross.
Oh, is it actually Bob Ross?
Yes, it is. It was obvious it was Bob Ross.
I mean, how much Bob Ross related stuff did I have to put in before someone actually realised it was Bob Ross?
I thought it was just a reference. I didn't realise you were actually.
I knew it. I just
Bob
wasn't going to
Ross.
say anything.
The fact that it was
I thought- I
Peapod
didn't-
the squirrel.
I'm going to ask Bob Ross to paint me a ship.
I thought if there was going to be a wholesome, sort of dimensional creature of sort of art, sort of like a divine patron of the arts who was just good, it would be Bob.
Bob Ross.
Yes. It just struck a certain, like... Just felt like the natural thing to do.
Yeah. All seems so obvious now.
Fernando's going to head back to the boat and wait for the rest of the party to set out on our adventure. Since we have a destination now.
Well, it's even more so for anyone on the stream. Okay. So, So Fernando's gone back to the thing. Wolfie, you're currently having some breakfast
Oh, good, good.
with the 5 mysterious women.
Oh, okay.
Oh, don't
Was one of them
start
the one I
mumming too
found?
much.
No, don't you dare
Brunhilde
say
would
that.
rip off your nads.
um, were these the women that I was speaking to earlier? One
Well,
of
one
them,
of them,
including the.
yeah.
Okay. Um. Hmm. Did I get a chance to find the what's his name? The painter.
Well, the painter, he's up on the docks.
Yeah, I wanted to head to him.
Oh, you wanted to head to the painter?
Yeah,
Yeah, everyone seems to be heading to the painter now.
because I have questions if he knows about
Okay.
this person. Oh, don't you dare turn on! I will end you. Let me remove that.
Well, as you get there, he sort of says to you, "Oh, hello, Newt.
God,
Uh,
another one who knows my name somehow. Nice to meet
well,
you.
uh, well, I tend to know a lot of people's names. I mean, everyone needs a friend.
Is that so? Do you know the name of that woman right over there? I point to the one that I found on the island.
Well, she's had many names.
Right.
I
Okay.
call her Ebony.
Oh yeah, that's right, Ebony.
She
Do
reminds
you
me of.
know?
She just reminds me my of my painting. She's very creative. I don't know where she gets it from. Possibly her
Do you
mother or
know?
father.
Do you know anything about the can't speak? Do you know anything else about her?
Oh yes, I know everything about her. I know all
Excellent.
about her tragic life, her father's disappearance, all the things that upsets her, and all the things that comfort her. Because we all, as I said, we all need someone to take care of us.
Hmm. Do you know how she turned up on this island?
Well, that was a tragic little accident.
What kind of accident?
Oh, the kind that your friend Obnoxious would be guilty of if he repeated himself again. The kind that tears the world asunder.
Hmm.
Or in this
This
case, not the world, just a person.
Hmm. I think Ebony was I didn't know what she was trying to say, but I think she was saying something about multiple lives, like future life, past life.
Yes, she's. Poor girl. She was torn apart and then stitched back together by a well meaning wizard. He tried his best, but couldn't
What was he
fit the
trying to
pieces.
achieve?
he couldn't fit the pieces back together.
Ah, that's another thing. The women was saying something about that as well. It doesn't make sense.
That's because they don't realize what the picture is and why the picture looks wrong. You can't put a jigsaw back together while there's still wrong pieces
So what
in
exactly
the
what
mix.
the can't speak again. Ugh. What exactly what am I saying? What exactly is wrong with these women? What is it about these pieces?
Whoa. What would happen if I handed you two sets of jigsaw pieces and took the pictures off of both, or turned them over so you couldn't see the picture, and then
Right.
threw them into a box together? You'd fit the pieces together with whatever would fit. The pattern would form, but then when you turn the picture over, it wouldn't be the same thing. And that's what's
Oh.
happened here.
Okay.
We
That
have
makes sense.
5 little jigsaw puzzles. Some pieces are from one puzzle, some pieces are from another. And unfortunately, no one knows how to undo this happy little accident.
Is this wizard still alive?
Ooh. Possibly.
Do you what's the word? Do you know any way I could find him?
Oh, I've got a question for you. Why does it matter to you? You don't seem the
What
type who would just go so far for a group of strangers? Or is it something else? Do you feel something for them?
I feel connected to them somehow. Like I guess it's a sentence, man. I sensed this woman on this island, and I sensed another before he passed.
Yes.
I don't know what it is, but there's something's connecting, and I want to know what it is.
You have the capacity to find out.
And what do you mean by that?
Ask Richter. Well, no, ask Fernando. Put your silly rivalry aside and ask him who they are.
Very, very well. Thank you for your time.
But be warned. The mermaid's warning that you heard before is still true. Great tragedy will happen. Great tragedy will befall you. You must tread lightly.
Can I, what's the word? Avoid this tragedy.
Well, that depends on if you swallow your pride and ask Fernando for his help. No one caught the Wooloo. Can't believe that. Wooloos are awesome.
How do you play that Pokemon game?
Pretty simple.
I haven't got a sub to it, have I?
No, you just have to do exclamation mark Pokey start.
Mm.
That's then you'll claim your first starter.
And then you just type in what it says, which is exclamation.
I Pokey
Yeah, you missed
cat.
the
I
A.
missed the A.
I Pokey. What was it? Pokey
Oshawott.
power. Oh, that's
Also,
a good
there's
one.
the Discord one as well, which again, same sort of thing. But if you go on any stream where they have the Pokemon community game playing, you can just catch stuff anywhere, and
You
it'll
earn
get
money by being
combined
in
with
chat.
yours.
Combined with your...
Well, it links to your Twitch account.
Oh, cool.
So your Twitch account will have any Pokemon community game Pokemon you catch anywhere, and the same with the Discord one that links to your Discord account. But it looks like so Wolfie, did you want to
Oh right, I forgot. Where were
speak
we?
to Fernando?
I guess I'll have to, in order to help these women.
So you go. So Fernando, how are you going to react to him? Wolfie has a request for you. So how are you going to word it?
Who's this, me or Philando?
You to Fernando. How are you going to ask him?
Philando, my dear friend, I heard you may know some information about these women. This information may be crucial to help them regain. What's the word?
Well, he can read their minds.
Oh, I forgot about that. Regain themselves, I guess. Is there any way you could help? I wiggle Philando as he's sleeping, waiting for an answer.
Well, while you're waiting,
Oh,
Well, I'm waiting to know. I'm just waiting to know what information I know about this.
well, during your next turn, you haven't actually attempted to mind read these girls before.
No.
So it'll probably be your next turn when you attempt to mind read them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Richter, I assume you're just sort of getting your crew ready to leave?
Oh wait, no, I was gonna approach Bob Ross about.
Oh yeah, you were going to ask him about the... Oh, hello, Richter. Did you...
Hello. Sorry.
Did you need something?
Yes, as it happens. I wonder if you could help me with your painting powers. See, I used to have this ship. Well, you know, I suppose. Thing is, it's been taken over and captured by the undead and someone controlling them, and I need to put that right and get it back. But in order to do that, I'm gonna need another ship.
Oh.
So I was wondering if you could paint me one. I can pay you if that's a thing you're interested in.
Um, Unfortunately, well, I could. But I really didn't bring enough easels. Well, I didn't bring enough canvas and paint to paint a ship.
That is unfortunate. Is there anything we could do to remedy that?
Well, as you... I suppose I can't let someone go on without helping them in some way. What I'll do is this. If you take my good friend Peapod here with you, once that means I'll know where you are, and if I can, I will provide you with a ship.
Thank you very much, sir. Now, how does your friend Peapod prefer
However-
to travel?
However,
Yes?
I mean, you decided to take the girl. You must also look after the girl.
Look after the girl.
The sisters you met.
Ah,
Keep them safe as well. And
you have.
as soon as I have the opportunity to paint your ship and is ready to sail, I shall dispatch it to you, and you'll know because Peapod will tell you.
You have my word. And
But you
thank
must
you for
keep
your
Peapod
help.
safe.
I will protect him with my life.
You'd better.
So how's this gonna work? Is Peapod just gonna sit on my shoulder or something, like a parrot? But it's not. It's a squirrel instead.
Peapod's 5 foot tall.
Ah, that would be a problem then.
I was totally about to say, I hope he sits on your shoulder.
Okay, this is good. Ah.
He's about 5'7", 5'8". Peapod the squirrel.
Oh,
He's a bit big.
yeah. Okay. Well, how is this gonna work then? Is he just gonna come with us?
Yeah, he's just gonna come with you.
Okay. Alright. Lads, we're getting some new arrivals.
Have you got enough nuts?
The heist money can buy many nuts.
Okay, well
There's
you've
quite a few nuts in
secured
our group.
alternative transport. Sorry?
Oh, I just said there's quite a few nuts in this group.
So, well, they don't need to do anything. That doesn't need to do anything. So, back around to obnoxious. Was there anything you needed to do or wanted to do?
No, haven't had much luck with anything. So,
Small island produced by a god doesn't really give you much scope for stuff to do when your character is sort of like anti-gods.
Yeah, they're an untrustworthy lot. They speak in riddles. Anybody who speaks in riddles, you need to stay away from. That's my philosophy.
So I
Why?
guess
My character punches people in bars who talk riddles.
it's just when it's two regular farmers trying to work something out, and it just sounds like a riddle to you.
Yeah. What did you
I
say
was-
about a donkey and 6 legs? Wham!
What? I was just trying to work out what sort of flea had 6 legs, but I thought it was a tick. But you attacked me.
Gotta keep my reputation for being a terrible person up somehow.
It just reminds me of that. I hate riddles that make no logical sense. Like pretty much every single riddle that the Riddler ever makes in any of the Adam West Batman series. Because they just don't make any sense. Like, what weighs 6 pounds and is extremely dangerous? A sparrow with a machine gun.
I would have said 6 pounds of dynamite.
See? Ob would have figured that the Riddler was a god and would have stayed the hell away from him.
When you think,
Yeah.
you think of this hawk, I may be small, but when I'm sideways, I am worth everything. What am I?
I can't remember what it is. I've heard that one before.
Sparrow with a machine gun. That's not a riddle, that's a non sequitur.
Yeah.
Ob is in the boat right now getting chills up his spine. Something's wrong in the world.
Yeah. I honestly cannot remember it.
The answer is the number 8.
Yes.
When it's sideways, it's infinity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you have bad handwriting.
Yeah, like most handwriting I see. Right. So,
Pretty sure
Tylor,
you can
was there anything you wanted to do?
I'm pretty sure if you can interpret a character number 8, you could probably interpret infinity if you just move it sideways.
Trust me, you should see some of the letters I see. They're not letters, they're more like runes.
Indistinct squiggles.
Yep. And that's people writing their own postcodes.
I can absolutely promise you it's better handwriting than mine.
I think you might actually stick to maybe actual letters. Not actual sort of some of the stuff I have seen, which is just things, pictographs, but certainly not letters and numbers. Tyler, was there anything you wish to do?
So I went with Richter to see Bob Ross. I think I missed what was the outcome of that with the painting? Did he paint us a boat or?
He agreed to paint us a boat on the condition that we take
Peapod the
blanking
squirrel.
on that we take Peapod the squirrel with us and protect him, and also look after the 4 women that we have accrued into our party.
I think we can agree to that.
Yep. Yep.
Did the one I killed recover?
I don't think you killed one.
I dumped I orchestrated a silver carriage to land on it, Ollie.
Oh, that was Tyler. Yeah, we saved him.
Oh, shame.
Charming.
Yeah, he only took like 50, 60 points of damage, which wasn't double his actual health, so he didn't die instantly. Unlike the werewolf, who took well over 100 damage and was killed instantly.
I was hoping to resurrect them, more innocent souls to add to my ever-growing army of the undead. Sir, you've left the mic on. Oh, son of a...
Well, at the moment, you don't have a boat. Someone pinched your boat. I ran out of boat models, so they pinched your boat. You're finding you've got other transport that we've already discussed.
I'm not concerned. I'll appear in the story when I need to. I think
Mm.
I could probably appear in it now, actually, but I don't know if you want me to.
Not now, because I was about to. I'm sort of in the process of wrapping things up for tonight.
It's just occurred to me. I get home from theatre group an hour before I need to go to sleep.
What? What sort of time is that normally?
10.
Oh, okay. Well, as I said, I can for next week make sure to have something prepped for you to return, even in a short form. So yeah,
I figured an hour wouldn't be worth the time.
No, it'd be all right.
But if you're okay with it,
Yeah, I'm all right with that. I'll try to avoid the trope of having you turn up at the end like Mantrid and just turn all the dead, resurrect all the dead where they've killed them all.
There's not really a lot I want to do. I guess I'll just wait and help make sure that everyone's ready to set sail to the new boat.
Yeah. Yeah,
Other than that, not a lot.
No one's hunted any pigs, so.
No. Tyler certainly won't be doing that.
Well, they got the berries, so why risk it?
Yeah.
So, Fernando. Wolfie has asked you to try reading the minds of the sisters.
Yes, I'll use detect thoughts.
On which one?
The oldest one.
The oldest one is. I would say the oldest seeming one is the dwarf paladin. Her thoughts are very fragmented. She remembers. She's thinking about things. Well, she looks at her sister and she's thinking about. She's thinking about her own memories and how she remembers parts of things, but it's shattered. She can remember a place, but not the name. A sound, but not the smell. It's all very broken up. Not natural. Is it an action to move it across to someone else?
Yeah, it is.
Well, actually, I'll let you shift it over for free this turn. Because it will take far too long to go round one by one. But the problem is you're getting the same from all of them. You're getting the same memories, but different bits missing each time. One will remember a summer's day. The other will remember the smell from that day. The third will remember who was there that day. The last will remember the sounds and things from that day and what was said. But none of them remember all of it. Each remembers a different aspect of it.
Okay. Interesting. Their memories are incomplete. They each know similar things, but not quite the whole.
Well,
Like an incomplete jigsaw piece.
one of them remembers seeing you. So they remember seeing you. The second remembers how you smell that day. You know, one remembers what you said.
The smell
they
of
all
all of
remember a
Fernando's
different
cologne.
part of it. But it's all the same memories. Would you say that was enough to need an insight check to see if you can work it out?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah?
My insight's not
Oh,
very
wow.
good, but
I think I got it
12.
worked out.
I think I have it worked out.
Well, basically, they're all the same memories. That was just to
Yeah.
confirm they're all the
Yeah,
same
that's what
memory.
Fernando thinks. I'm interested in doing. I might be interested in doing something else while I've got this up.
Yeah.
Because they all have the same memories, and there's something Fernando is interested in their heads. So he might try and push his will on this one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna probe deeper.
Yeah. What do you need to?
They need to make a wisdom saving throw if they're
They need to
resisting
make
it.
a wisdom saving throw.
Because I'm trying to force my way into their mind.
Well, you should be able to manage that. They're at a somewhat disadvantage.
What's he trying to read? What's he trying to read influence the minds of? Toydarians?
Higgs.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realise I didn't have the thing up. Okay, which one was it? Oh, wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, wisdom saving throw.
Okay. No.
That's a fail.
Yeah. I was going to count it as pretty much a fail anyway. Their wisdom, they get a
Oh.
massive minus. Figured the pigs would taste like paint.
Again, insight into the reasoning, if any, its emotional state and something that looms large in its mind, or something it worries, loves, or hates. I'm after the memory of me standing over Orcus and Vecna. I'm
Oh,
trying to pull that memory to the surface to find out what was happening. Because that's got Fernando like, that sounds like something I'm going to do. I need information on this. So I'm going to try and dig up everything around that memory. So I'm just looking through their memories for that.
all 5 of them. Um, all 5 of them start to yell out. You are getting more of it. The Raven Queen is happy with you. That you've thwarted their plan, and you're only getting bits of it, the bits of what she says. She mentions a sacrifice. Trying to think of what else about it. The insight you're getting is basically it's mostly concerning Fernando's death, and something happened to him, and he sacrificed himself. But that had a side effect. Which meant he got everything he wanted and more. But not in the way he wanted. But in doing so, he somehow helped the Raven Queen defeat Vecna and... Oh, the other guy's name's gone now.
Orcus.
Orcus.
Wait, so to get what I want, I have to defeat Vecna and Orcus.
No, you've got it backwards. You get what you want. You get what you want, and that allows her, through you, to defeat her rivals. So basically, you give her what she gives you what you want, and you, through your sacrifice, give her what she wants.
Oh, Fernando has a feeling of where that's going, because all Fernando wants is his soul to go be somewhere else. Meaning, my thought is, oh, she just shifts my soul to the place I want it to go, and she gets my body as a puppet. That's a conclusion Fernando would draw from this.
Or you did something which shifted the balance, which you know can be shifted. Obnoxious did it by accident. So there are things, powers, abilities, things that could... Yeah. But these to do with the Blackstone. And ending their plans.
Yeah, our bard needs to make a ballad about me. See, that's how amazing I am. I do these weird things. Only, it's always on purpose, unless it's getting me in trouble, and then it was an accident.
But
I'm pretty sure your character does not want that ballad written, considering it's the ballad of everything you've done so far, tearing open dimensions, helping evil things grow and consume the realms they exist in.
you do see one unusual thing, though,
Oh,
in your memory. You see the person whose memory it is. And it's a small child.
yeah, I knew that was coming.
An infant.
It's Daddy. Woo!
It's Daddy's memory.
That's not really a surprise. You know, Fernando does well. Fernando doesn't. Alex has a theory. I have a theory.
Well, you'll have to tell me after the stream. Or unless you're comfortable revealing it on stream.
Oh, I'm comfortable saying my theory.
Okay.
My theory is whatever this is, like defeating Orcus and whatever we do leads to us shattering the future, and things have gone wrong, and things are out of time in sync, and not where they should be. And there's actually now 5 different Taddies that we're surrounded by who are older and have been displaced through the timeline. We broke time.
Wait, what?
I think we
This
broke
is how
time.
this is how you can tell that Wolfie does not pay attention.
I think Obnoxious does something in the future that not only shatters the plane between realities, it actually shatters time.
Whatever. I'm innocent.
And I'm looking at you and those big Blackstone arrows you made, and the amount of Blackstone we seem to be surrounded by. I think you just broke the world.
Oh, God.
And somehow Fernando has to sacrifice his body so the Raven Queen can puppet it to defeat Orcus and Vecna become the one true god of death. After you break everything. That's the function I'm working with.
Whatever. You know what? I'm just gonna go back to Tiamat and stay with her. I'm done with y'all.
I mean,
That's the theory. That's the theory.
What's the worst
That's
that
the
could
theory
happen
I've been.
with Tiamat?
That's
You
the
know,
theory
if she
I've
likes
been
him, she'll
building
just eat him.
That's the theory I've been building for several episodes. Every time you mention, there's someone who's related to Wolfie around, I'm like, I know that's Taddy. I just can't figure out how she's displaced through time. And now there's 5, and I'm like, okay, the timeline's fucked. Obnoxious did it.
It's Hardy
Messed up.
It's shattered, and now we're all and the world's broke.
And this is why Richter should be glad that he isn't hearing this, because he made out with one of them.
Wait, what?
Did I?
Yes.
Oh yeah, they healed me with.
Remember,
they-
lay on hands doesn't have to be with your hands.
I mean,
We're not judging you, Rictus.
I mean, in
And
my
if Fernando ever takes Paladin levels, because he has the no, he can't actually. That's a lie. I can't take Paladin levels. I'm too weak.
You know what then? So if this all were the case, then that means that I must ascend from an agent of chaos into almost a god of chaos. You know,
Which would
the
be
one person
ironic.
that hates all gods becomes,
I
you
mean,
know,
If your character
it's
lives
the
if your character lives that long and actually gets to that point, I would actually bring your character back
well,
as
it's
as
the
a god
ultimate
of
irony,
chaos.
isn't it? It's the ultimate irony, isn't it? Lister, the ultimate atheist, turns out to be God.
Yeah, turns out, in fact, to be God. Jump starts the second Big Bang.
We jump leads from Starbug.
I've said that's just the theory I've been building up over several episodes, and I'm just like, you know what? The amount of shit I just blame Obnoxious because the amount of shit he's caused already. It's likely he would crack the universe.
Yeah, he did
Somehow.
accidentally fundamentally change the moral thing of death to evil. Compared to that, you know, there is no sort of
Are you saying it's Obnoxious' fault I feel like I'm living in the dark multiverse every day? Because if so, you have a lot to answer for, my friend.
oh, I sure do.
Oh
Matter
no,
of fact,
no,
none of
he
it's caught
created
up with me just yet.
he created something far worse. He created a world where death actually enjoyed their job
Oh, Jesus.
and put in extra hours at the office. Oh, the whole divine plan thing. No. I'm a real go-getter now. So you know, instead of collecting those people I was supposed to collect on Friday, I'll collect them today. I'll put in the overtime.
I mean,
Yeah,
they're
but
gonna
he's-
die eventually anyway. What does it matter when or where?
The
But
problem
he
is,
still hasn't. But he still hasn't worked up the courage to tell Chuck Norris he was meant to die 30 years ago.
the problem was it becomes a you know, the person who was supposed to die in a car crash, or the person who was supposed to die like this or do that, you know, is dying way sooner. So it had a knock-on effect. People who were supposed to die as a result of that didn't, and people who weren't supposed to die were being killed. Yeah, it created a lot of problems.
And all I wanted was like some daggers.
And I mean, you've got your lovely cursed orc blade that if anyone actually wields it, it will murder them. So,
May I ask a non-D&D related question?
Niels.
If you were a Trandoshan, how would you kill a giant worm and its children?
As a Trandoshan.
Yes, you know, like Bosk.
Yeah. I've no idea they're one of my least favourite species, and I hate thinking about them.
Why?
Because they're slaver filth.
Oh.
I
I just have this thing about Trandoshans.
think they were only
Yeah.
the Republic Commando. In pretty much every other media, they pretty much prioritize on hunting and killing. Specifically Wookiees, they really like Wookiee pelts.
Yeah, that was my problem with them. You know,
Well,
I like my
it makes-
Wookiees.
It makes sense that they would prioritize with hunting because their god, the scorekeeper, they get Jagannath points for everyone they hunt for the more dangerous prize they kill.
Oh, Obnoxious's theory's quite a fun one. Wizard tried to remove the werewolf of Wolfie's sister, and ended up fragmenting Wolfie's sister instead. You mean Wolfie's daughter?
Yeah, well, I wasn't sure it was the daughter. I was thinking that was off limits at the time, but
Separating
so I
aspects
was like,
of them,
it's relative.
which cannot experience the same experiences in the same way because they are the same person, which is why the wolf couldn't change back and was stuck, but they couldn't be separated because they were the same person. Or he said the wizard tried to put them back together, someone did the separating.
Oh,
Interesting
oh,
theory.
Fuck. Oh,
This wizard
fuck.
has done a terrible job.
You know what? You know what? If the wizard's Vecna, I'm gonna be pissed. Because Vecna's a wizard who can travel through time. And has an official stat block that's been released recently.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he had a, oh. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Sweet.
So you might have seen that on D&D Beyond.
No. Actually, actually this part was kind of inspired. Including those two, was it directly inspired by the video you sent me? Because you were like, you sent me that lore video about the Raven Queen, and I thought, oh, I really should include more Raven Queen lore. And then I saw those two and went, ooh, they sound fun.
Well, Orcus being basically a chaos is like a chaos god from 40k.
And everyone loves Vecna. Proper Vecna, not Stranger Things Vecna.
I mean, Stranger Things Vecna is closer to,
He looks like Vecna, but... Well, at least he looks like Vecna, unlike their other interpretations.
well,
Like
unlike the
Demogorgon.
Demigorgon.
And the fact that they thought that Stranger Things season 1 just yeah, that reveal just made me laugh when I actually realised what the Demogorgon actually looks like. That they look at the creature from that show, look at that creature with the opening mouth and stuff, and go, Demogorgon. It's like, it looks nothing like it. It doesn't behave anything like it. It doesn't even have 2 heads. Although, again, they do the same in the other season with the Mind Flayer. Mind Flayer? Guy with squiddly mouth bits. Stuff. What do you have instead?
The Mind Flayer, basically the Ood.
Yeah, it's an Ood from Doctor Who. But they turn
I've been watching Doctor Who. I've been watching modern Doctor Who recently.
And they turn it into...
Yeah,
Sorry?
have you seen the final fate of the Ood? Or have you only seen the one on the ones from the Impossible Planet?
No, I've seen all the modern Doctor Who except for the. I stopped watching after. I stopped watching a couple episodes into Jodie Whittaker's run.
Yes, I think pretty much everyone did that. I'm actually watching classic Doctor Who right now, actually. I'm all the way back at William Hartnell's series. I feel the future of modern Doctor Who is left decidedly uncertain.
Well, I think, as everyone has... Is there anything anyone wants to do on this island before everyone sets sail for the...
No, not at the moment. I think I'm ready to head off.
I'm gonna use my bonus action of hide because I don't like the way it's looking at me all of a sudden.
Oh, you mean the way that Fernando's looking at you?
Yes.
Oh.
Is it-
Fernando, are you going to say anything about what you've seen?
I'm gonna look at Wolfie and go.
Oh,
Yeah.
if you want a nice joke, for that one, the 5 of them are very inappropriately dressed. One basically is like the classic barbarian with just like barely enough to keep everything revealed. Well, everything concealed, I should say. You know,
Are they all different? Wait, are they all different classes and races?
yes.
That's weird.
Oh,
But they are all. I am old. I am definitely convinced they are all Taddy, right?
Yeah. I don't think I've actually done a lineup of them. I'm just going to do a quick lineup so you can sort of see. Anyone who's on the stream can see what they look like. Oh, yeah, that's a bad idea.
this is very bad.
The light. I'm going to turn them the other way.
I just see about
Yeah, I'm just turning them
no.
because I started doing that and then remembered the yeah, that's them all together.
Oh, one's got a hammer.
Ironically, one is carrying a dead hyena's head.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Good. Thought.
To see if that
You know, the bombshell I'm going to end this episode on, and as Wolfie's curious on who they are, I'm just going to look at him and go, I'm afraid you are the father.
Oh, dun dun dun! It cannot be.
That's not true. That's
No.
impossible.
see, I thought it was going to be something like, I'm not sure if Fernando would allow his daughter to go out dressing like this.
No, I just think you are the father.
No.
Wolfie,
What?
you are the father.
How can this be?
Wolfie, you are the daddy.
No. God
No,
damn it.
but later they might call Fernando daddy.
No, the hell they will.
I think it's the Futurama parody I like the most. Mom's son Igna tells Professor Farnsworth, "You are my father." No. No.
Well, on that bombshell, we will call it tonight. We'll call it a game. Well, call it an end
No!
for tonight.
Ah, god damn it. Ah.
I'd like to thank all our players, and we will be back next week.
And thanks for not kicking me out of the chat. Because I didn't really have a good reason to be here, I just thought I'd say hello.
Fair enough.
So, I'll say good night, and good night from our
Good
players.
night, everybody.
Good
Bye-bye.
night, everybody.
You know,
Stay safe, everyone. Thanks for having
Taddy
me.
will be saved. God damn it.
Yes, she needs to be
Hashtag
saved.
Save Taddy, save the world.
Hashtag
You know-
into the Taddyverse.
Oh
She
my
needs to be-
god, don't fucking dare Vector.
She needs to be saved
Save
other
the
side
Taddy,
of
save
it-
from the
world.
weebs.
See, now there's even more than one though. So now he's going to spend the next 3 episodes trying to get more chickens.
Well,
Oh.
he's
To
got
be
to
fair-
save
to
them
be-
from the weebs.
To be fair, hopefully he takes better care of them than he did his hyenas.
I listen. Okay. I was too busy dealing with other stuff.
Well, at least
I
they
got-
didn't
I
seem
got-
like
I got to end on
innocent
one
people
last-
either.
Will you shut up on notions about goddamn goblins?
Although that does mean that they do have daddy issues because their daddy abandoned them.
No, that would never happen. We will change the future, I guess.
I didn't do it. That's all I got to say.
Fernando
Yeah.
likes girls with daddy issues.
Simple Taddy, no, delete that. No, we're not having that. We are not simping for Taddy. Anyone touches my daughter, I'll kill him. I'll kill
I would
him.
like to see you try. It did not work for you last time.
I think Rix is gonna die.
In my defense, she came on to me.
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't
no.
know that yet. If anyone tells me, I'm
Into the Taddyverse.
Into the Taddyverse. Oh my god.
That sounds so weird and inappropriate.
Oh my god.
Oh god, I did not intend it in that light.
Oh,
Enter the
Jesus.
Taddyverse.
Oh no.
Or should that be Enter the Daddyverse? You know.
No. No.
But good night, everyone.
You know,
Oh
night.
my god.
Everyone have a good night.
It's not a successful stream, but as Wolfie is like yelling and hollering in the credits, going, ah!
I'm gonna have nightmares. Fuck that.